And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the Tool Belt, episode 285. Thank you for joining us on this warm Wednesday edition. We will be back after our short intro from our sponsors.
Cobb-Backer, roofing, siding, windows, gutters, solar. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, solar. Cobb-Backer.
Welcome to Behind the Tool Belt, where the stories are bold, the conversations are real, and the insights come to you live, raw, and uncut. Every week, host Cobb-Backer sits down to bring you the stories, the struggles, the lessons learned, and the wins. No filters, no scripts, just the truth. Please welcome your host of Behind the Tool Belt, Cobb-Backer.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the Tool Belt. Today, we are talking about something that every homeowner needs, but nobody really wants to talk about until it's too late. The roof. Your roof protects your home and your family, everything inside of it. But when it fails, the damage is already done. In this episode, I want to break down how to communicate about your roofing services clearly, using a 7-part framework, right, that helps you connect with homeowners, builds trust, and serve more homeowners. Whether you're a contractor, sales rep, or someone who just wants to protect their biggest investment, you're going to want to hear this. I'm going to give you exactly what we do, how we do it, what it sounds like, and why it works. So let's dive right into this. First off, like when it comes to marketing and brand, or even like a sales pitch, and you're going to probably hear me mention sales and free and a lot of things that a lot of people, I think, in our industry don't want to use in their marketing and stuff like that. Free is free, right? And I think we're in a world where everybody thinks like, there's nothing free in this world. Well, I beg to differ. There are free estimates. There are free gutters. There are all types of free things. Hell, when you go to BJ's down here, they're giving away free samples of cheese, right? Now, of course, that's kind of like the hook, right? This is where you grab their attention. This is where, you get them to sit up, take notice, right? It's about stating the problem in a way that resonates with them, right? And if you notice, right, you kind of grab their attention. And one way that we do it, it's like, you might not, one thing that we might say is like, you might not notice your roof until it fails, right? And I think that's what most of us, even I'm a consumer, we're all consumers, right? Until it fails. But then the damage is already done. There's leaks, there's mold, there's rising energy cost. And even, at times it will ruin the interior. Shit, I've even seen where it has ruined people's HVAC units up in their attic spaces, especially if the house is newer. Or shit, we've went out to places already where they thought they had a roof leak, but there's a pan that sits underneath their unit that was actually clogged, and it overfilled and was making stains on their ceilings and on their second floor. But that would be like one of the hooks, that we would use, sorry. I feel like I have something in my throat. Plus two, somebody keeps trying to blow my phone up here. Don't they know what we're doing right now? Or should I say, don't they know who I am? Who said that? So anyhow, this kind of hits the homeowner with emotions, right? And it makes the problem feel real, and it makes it feel urgent, right? Like if you're pointing out, and if you have any experience whatsoever, and what we try to do, we try to train our team. Everybody that comes in, they learn product knowledge. They learn every single part, piece, everything that has to do with the roof, down to the drip edge, down to the fasteners, down to the nails, down to everything. Like when they come in here, we show them everything. If they haven't came from our industry, right? Just like Lauren came to work for us. She came from the medical industry, and she was actually a sales rep for, I don't know what the hell she was selling, but I do know she came from the medical industry, the health and safety and equipment and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what equipment she was selling, but anyhow, long story short, she hung out with me, and a lot of you heard me talk about this story, and big shout out to her because she plays a big, huge role in our company. I mean, she pretty much manages every single retail job that comes to the door. She gets it on schedule. She manages the crews. She delegates to our in-house crews. She just is an amazing human being. So Anyhow, little bit off topic there, but the first thing you're going to want to do is the hook. This is where you grab their attention. This is where you make them sit up. And it's about stating the problem in a way that resonates with them. And you can go online, you can find that anywhere. The hook, the solution, the plan, the price, the guide, the call to action. These are all things, if you're in sales, if you're in marketing, and then for the cherry on top, I like to call it the cover letter, where you kind of just tie everything together in a nice, neat bow and take them through, the customer journey that we take them through. So solution, right? So there is a solution, right? And those of you that know me and know what the solution, the chapter for the solution. So anyhow, the solution next, we're going to present them the solution, right? Show them how you can solve their problem and why you're the best one to do the job, right? This is where we come in. And this is what it sounds like, right? At ABC Roofing or at Cobb-Backer Construction, we don't just replace roofs, we restore peace of mind, right? We make the process simple, fast, and stress-free with top quality materials and professional crews. Let me tell you why this works, okay? You're showing them that you understand their pain and that you have a clear fix, right? And that's, again, going back to why you want to make sure that everybody on your team is on the same exact page. You have your SOPs, you got your KPIs, you got your training in place, because you want your process to be easily duplicatable. You want to know, rest assured, as the owner, as the manager, as the sales manager, whoever's in place, you want to be able to rest assured that when your team is out there, because we can't be on every single job, right? I can't be in every single homeowner's living room with all my sales rep, but I do in fact want them to have the same exact service, the quality of materials, as if it was me in their home trying to identify their solution, identify their pain points, hear them out. And I think this is where a lot of sales reps get caught up. They go out there and they speak real loud and they speak real fast, and they don't give the homeowner time to actually explain what they're looking for or what they have been experiencing. So the trick to that is actually learning how to ask better questions, right? Listen, ask better questions, take them on that journey of like, okay, what has been your experience? What are you experiencing? Right? And that can take you down all kinds of rabbit holes. That could take you down to their experiences with other contractors, their experiences with their home over the past couple of years. And here up northeast, where we're at right now, I know it has been raining. I feel like it's been raining for months, like literally months, even over the winter, like last year, going back to like last year, it just seems like it's been raining at least 3-4 days a week. Okay. This weekend, last weekend, the weekend before that, even on the weekends, it just seems like we can't catch a break in the rain here. But today, like I said, it is a warm and it's been cold. So what we've done, one of the things that we have done, right, is we kind of like, we can't control the weather, but what we're getting a lot of calls about is gutter leaks, roof leaks, chimney leaks, all these types of things. So we come up with a plan, right? Now we lay out a plan for them. This is our plan. We're going to give them a roadmap of how they'll get from point A to point B. And this is how we do it. Step one, we do an inspection. Free. No cost, no obligation, free. I'm saying the F word, everybody, free. It's going to be on our marketing. It's going to be, I'm going to say it all day, free. And probably salesperson, saleswoman, salesman, sales consultant, sales. We're here to help and give you free shit. Okay. So anyhow, lay out the plan. We show them how we're going to get them from A to B, right? We're going to come out. We're going to give you a free roof inspection and show you exactly what's going on. Step two, we're going to do a thorough walk and give you options, right? Including financing, insurance help, or emergency repairs, whatever the case might be. Step three, we show up, knock it out, and leave your home better than it was the way that we found it, right? We don't want to go there and cause more damage. And I'm not saying we haven't actually accidentally have done that in people's, homeowners' eyes, where it's like, but okay, well, we got to cash that check to their ass. wrote and stand behind the product, stand behind our people. And yes, we make mistakes, but as a team, we work together to fix these mistakes. Even though it might not be somebody's job here, right? Like it wasn't in their description when they were hired. We just kind of pull together as a team. Why? Because we're all on the same team. We all work for the same company. So we pull together as a team, right? And one, churn out a great job, or if there's a problem, we pull together. Doesn't matter. Why? Because there's something that I like to talk about all the time. We always use the three-legged stool analogy, right? And we have a couple things here, right? So what you're really trying to do is you're trying to create a repeat customer, trying to get a referral, right? And you want a good review, right? So if you do what you say you're going to do, but actually do it better, because I like to, under promise and over deliver, right? I don't want to do the opposite of that. I don't want to like over promise and under deliver. Again, we've done that. We've made mistakes, but we got to pull together. And I personally, I said this the other day in a sales meeting. It's like, I would not just because I'm the owner, but I would recommend us to anybody. Why? Over anyone else. And I'm not saying that we're using different products. Our warranties are better than anybody else. I mean, everybody that's in the same space that we're in right now is probably using one of 5 shingle manufacturers. Okay. Probably apples to apples warranties. But the thing that I can tell you is that we're probably have been in business twice as long as most of the companies out there. I've seen us screw up. Okay. And embarrassingly enough, I'm going to admit we make mistakes. But when we do, we make it right. We go over and beyond, and we assure that lasting impression lasts a lifetime. Okay. No matter if we have to eat a whole entire roof, whether we have to eat an entire gutter guard, whatever the case might be. So you have to be ready as the owner, as a manager, as whatever position that you hold at whatever company. You have to be prepared to take it on the chin. You really do. And your sales reps have to be prepared to take it on the chin too, because there may be times that, because a lot of sales reps in our industry is paid based upon their performance. Right now here, fortunately, what we do here, we do pay based upon performance. So if somebody leaves here and they say it's better pay, well, that's not saying a lot about you. That was kind of a jab, by the way, because we do pay salary, we do pay bonuses, right? But we do also pay them based upon their performance, right? Which it's the best of both worlds, because we don't have sales reps that are going out there that are desperate. They could literally potentially live off of the salary that we pay them. So you're not going to get a high pressure. And I don't suggest the high pressure thing or the one call close. There are times that you can do a one call close, but I wouldn't make that, just my personal opinion. And again, this is for just educational purposes. And I am just speaking from my experiences here. And who knows, my opinion about any of this might change next week. And I might come on the podcast and totally rebut everything that I'm talking about today. Right. So we gave them the plan. And why does that work? Right? It's simple, it's actionable, and it builds trust. Right. And that's shit. I'm a glutton for punishment. We've been doing this for 5 years. I am the owner, CEO, founder of Cobb-Backer Construction. If anybody ever wanted to throw shade, they know where to find me every single fucking Wednesday. I'm not scared because I have the best team. I've devoted time, energy, resources into the team, and they have reciprocated that back to me. And I totally 100% trust the team. Okay. Now here's the kicker. We got to talk about the price, right? But when you do, right, be clear about the price. Remember, it's not about the cost, right? It's about the value. A lot of us, we hear about this, about the value that we're offering and what that might sound like, right? Some people think a new roof is expensive. Right. And it can be. It will cost you more in the long run, especially if you get a shitty roof put on your house, or if you wait too long to get a new roof or repair. Doesn't necessarily always mean that you need a new roof when you call us. Sometimes we can go out there and we can rejuvenate it. We do offer different forms of, repairs, rejuvenation, warranties, things like that, right? Make sure you're offering different options for a homeowner. Give them options. People like options sometimes. Sometimes people don't. Some people are very indecisive and they need you to help them on that journey, right? Like, no, this is what you need, right? I am the trained professional. And this is what I'm recommending for you to go with, right? We offer financing. It might be storm damage. The insurance company might be able to help out with some of it, all of it. Who knows, right? But because of the training, the experience that we have, right? And hopefully you're pouring that into your team, right? But letting it go, that's just going to create more damage, right? It's going to destroy your attic. It's going to destroy your drywall. Like I said earlier, your HVAC system. I've seen it because newer homes now, they don't have the units outside anymore. They have it in the attic spaces. We offer solutions for every budget, and that's really what you got to do. The good, better, best. That's something that we've always, ensured the homeowner, like, oh, okay, we understand you're selling the house 6 months, or we plan on staying here for forever. We just bought this home. This is our forever home. We love this place. This is my palace. This is my paradise. And there's a Ferrari in the driveway, right? So that means they're probably not going to want a Ferrari or a Pinto on their roof. I got that from Agatha. When she came on the show, she was like, when you pull in the driveway and you see that they're driving Pintos, they're probably going to want a Pinto on their roof, right? But if you pull in, they got a BMW, a Beamer, chances are they're going to want a Beamer on their roof, right? I don't know, just my experience. And I love that analogy. I really did. And we offer financing. I know Chris Scoville out there, he's crushing it right now with offering us contractors financing in very easy payback terms and very affordable interest rates and all that good stuff. So a big plug out there to Chris Scoville, my man. Of financing, protect your home without draining the wallet, right? And why does this work? It reframes the cost into protection, right? Like we're protecting your biggest investment, right? Savings and long-term value, right? And this is the thing. Gary Vee talks about give, or is it jab, 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 right hook? Right. And that's the thing. Like what are you actually giving the homeowner? Because everybody, even me as a consumer, I like to feel like I'm getting a good deal. I like to feel like I'm getting the best value, best bang for my buck. Right. I want to feel like I'm really, I don't want to suffer from remorse, buyer's remorse. Right. That's like the last thing that any of us, and I've done that already. I've been at the grocery store or someplace like that where I'm already experiencing remorse. You know what I mean? But the thing is about a roof. Okay. First and foremost, somebody should never feel remorseful for purchasing a roof or thinking or contemplating about the investment. One, because they probably need it. It's a necessity. Having a good roof on your house, a good solid roof on your home, it's protecting your most valuable your possessions, your family, your kids, your children, your gadgets, all those things. I was trying to think of that real expensive vacuum cleaner. Shit, I couldn't think of it. Damn it, it was right on the tip of my tongue. But anyhow, all your gadgets, right? All these things. I mean, Vic, think about it. If your roof leaked into your second floor, into your studio, right? And this is the shit people don't think about. That's why you should get a free inspection at any time, no obligation, and offer free inspections, because we don't know what the hell's going on up there. As homeowners, I'm looking up, oh, it looks great. I have no idea there's a freaking 3-inch tree limb sticking out of the back of my home because I can't see it because it's 2.5 stories out of the ground because I have an exposed basement, right? But the front looks great. Every day I drive in, I pull in from work, I open the garage, I look at the garage roof, and it's like, that's only like one little facet. And chances are that's probably the side that's not getting the most weather. Right? There's 3 or 4, sometimes 8, 10, 12 other facets of your roof that a trained professional with trained eye can go up there and inspect your roof, right? And give you a full-blown video report, full-blown, still picture report. Like, ask for that. These are things as a consumer should be asking for, a full-blown report, right? Like, give me your professional opinion about how much longer you think my roof will last. And if they're honest, and you'll know, I think most of us know. I mean, it's become an internet world. The knowledge that we have access to today, I think most people will know if they're being taken advantage of, right? It's really hard to sell people. And I guess that's my point. It's like, we're not there to sell things. We're there to help. And we got to look that up. The word sales means help in some language. And it's actually called something else like Sedella or something like that. I can't remember. But anyhow, again, it reframes the cost into protection. savings and long-term value. And that's what we're trying to provide. If we're going back to the three-legged stool, right? And that's repeat customer review and referrals, right? And again, this is all just educational purposes. It's not necessarily facts. It's just based upon my experiences, right? So now we got to be the guide, right? We got to guide them down this journey. I touched on that a little bit. It's position yourself as the guide. Show them that you're there to help them. And I'm talking to Vic here, by the way, and he's kind of agreeing with me and stuff like that. By the way, dude, you got the studio looking fire right now. I mean, the picture quality, the audio, everything up there just looks amazing, dude. So thank you. Always thank you for that. So show them that you're there to help and navigate them through this journey, right? Be on the journey. And what that might sound like is, we've helped thousands of homeowners, okay, just like you, and get the protection that they deserve. We give them the protection that they deserve. We're licensed, insured, certified by the top manufacturer in the country, right? Which we are, GAF, Master Elites, right? And that's not just a pay to play type of thing for us, right? But if you are a roofing contractor out there, solopreneur or whatever, I highly recommend this. I don't care if it's IKO, TAMCO, Certainteed, Owens Corning, GAF. Become a certified contractor, because that gives you recognition. That says that you have been trained by a manufacturer, right? That stands behind the quality of your workmanship. Okay. At least I know GAF has an outstanding and amazing workmanship warranty. They cover us completely, totally cover us up to 25 years. Right. And then of course it kind of like depends on what package we're offering, but it'll peel some layers of that off. But again, it all comes down to the value that the homeowner is seeking, right? Some people can't afford a lifetime roof put on their house, manufacturer and workmanship lifetime warranty. And again, somebody keeps blowing me up. I wish they'd just leave me a message or text me, right? If I don't ever answer the phone, I don't care if I'm on the shitter in my office or on the road. Just if I don't answer the phone, text me. If anyone's listening. Somebody's asking a question. What are my thoughts on door knocking? Love door knocking, especially if the phone's not ringing. Get off your dead ass and go out there and let people know what it is that you do. I don't want to say that I highly recommend everybody go out and door knocking, because there's a technique to that too. And you're going to get a lot of no's before you get yeses, but it's all a numbers game. So I wholeheartedly, and we have people that canvas and door knock for us. And I guess I'm speaking in terms more so on the retail aspect of things, but either case, at some point in time, whether it's door knocking or they call you looking for your services, at some point in time, you're either going to be at the tailgate of your truck, showing them shingle samples, or in their kitchen, showing them shingle samples. So a lot of this stuff will pertain to exactly what it is. I feel a lot of companies that say they won't do it. Yeah, there are a lot of companies out there. And I think in a lot of people's eyes, it might be a little cringy to go out and actually interrupt somebody during dinner or whatever like that. But there's a lot of homeowners out there that don't need that don't know that they need our services. So yes, if you're in a door knocking area, store market, stuff like that, be genuine, be authentic, right? When you go out there, and let them know that you're there to serve them. You're serving your local community. It's not always about the paycheck, because you want them. You're not there to just sell them a roof. You're there to be their roofer, right? And that's how we look at it. Like, you're out to be everybody's roofer, right? And not just sell a roof today, whether it's a repair today and a full-blown roof 10 years from now, and a referral and a good review and a repeat client, right? And a lot of times when you get out to these homeowners and you're in the midst of doing, a project for them, people come out, they'll see you guys that are there. They'll ask you, hey, give me a price. So, referrals, repeat customers, and reviews is the way to go, regardless if you're knocking doors or not. That should be your three-legged stool, along with the other three-legged stool that we use to kind of getting off track here is SOPs, KPIs, and what's the other one, Vic?
Are you eager to take your brand or business to the next level, but just need that extra push? I'm Brandon C. Adams, host of the Brandon C. Adams Audio Experience. As an investor, author, speaker, advisor, and two-time Emmy Award-winning producer, I created this podcast to provide a behind-the-scenes look into the life of a successful entrepreneur while sharing the steps it took to get there. Let me provide you with the energy to take massive action and shift your mindset so you can start achieving your goals effectively. If you're ready to take action today, subscribe to the Brandon C. Adams Audio Experience. Go out there, create something great, and become unforgettable, because life is too short not to. I'm Brandon C. Adams. Here's to your success.
It is core values. Yeah. He's got a gutter company. I have a gutter company show up in mine. Pop that up there. Let's see this. Let's pop this up here. Yeah. Let's pop that up. What do we got here? I have a gutter company show up in my new neighborhood. And of about 100 houses, only 5 may get gutters. They never knock a neighbor's door. I feel it's doing a disservice. Yeah, of course. I do too. I mean, that should just be rule of thumb. Whether you're in a retail market or a door knocking market, your team should be out doing at least a 6-pack, 3 to the left, 3 to the right, and 6 across street, and then go over to the other street and do the same thing and let everybody know that you're out there doing a really good job. And I would use name recognition too. Like, hey, we did Bobby Sue's roof down on the corner there. I don't know if you know Bobby Sue or not, but we, if you want, I can get her on a call, or we can walk down there and I can show you the type of quality of work that we did for Bobby Sue down the street. But always name recognition is good. That helps build trust. So great questions. Thank you for chiming in. Actually, that's awesome. Right. And what that does, that positions yourself as a trusted local expert who has done this before. Right. So great question. Great question on, that. So thank you, Dennis. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. If you think somebody could get something for this, please don't hesitate to share this with them. And of course, there's the call to action, right? I'm sure we all heard of the call to action. Finally, include a compelling call to action. Encourage them to take the next step. And what's that sound like? Well, don't wait until your ceiling's leaking or your insurance company denies your claim. Now, I'm going to touch on the insurance thing here a little bit, at least up north here. What a lot of homeowners are experiencing is their insurance companies actually calling them and letting them know that they're going to be dropping them if they don't get their roof replaced. Yeah, that's happening right now. A lot actually up north here. And I'm sure across the country, I'm sure a lot of other homeowners are going to experience that call, that dreaded call. Now, it's not always doom and gloom. We have gone out and have been able to go out and do repairs and give a certified letter stating that there's 5, 10, 15 years left after repairs have been made or rejuvenation. Insurance companies are allowing us to do a roof rejuve on homeowners' houses without us, because most people, when they get that shocking call from their insurance company, are not in a position to replace their roof, nor was it on their radar. And again, that's why you should probably have someone come out and inspect your roof. That way, maybe you are a little repaired, maybe you can start squirreling pennies back. But yeah, insurance companies, it's business. They're in business to stay in business, to do business, to have clients and stuff like that. So anyhow, so insurance, so getting back to being denied your claim, give us a call today and let us schedule your free inspection. Again, using the word free. It is free, no obligation. Right. And this is the thing. I encourage homeowners, right? We're running special free gutters, right? The guarantee is that we're going to be very competitive with everybody else. Right. So I encourage them to get 2 other quotes, us being the third one. I want them to see that we fall right in line with everybody else. We're not going to, again, we're using the same damn shingles. We have the same damn warranties outside of the value, the other value. Being in business longer, we've served every other customer, every other neighbor in the neighborhood. There are values added to that, but jab, right hook, you're getting up to 250 foot of free gutter and downspouts installed on your home. Free. right? If you're in a position, I understand not all businesses are in a position, not all roofing companies are in a position to give free gutters away. Now, we don't sub our gutters out. I'm not saying we haven't, and I'm not saying that we don't, but the majority of all gutters being installed is all in-house. We have in-house gutter crews, right? And honestly, what we're trying to do is provide value and keep everybody busy, right? We keep food on everybody's plate. Plus, getting back to the trifecta, the three-legged stool, we want repeat customers, right? Because we're in this for the long game. We're not here to just smash a home run and chase a storm and then beat town real quick. No. We're in this for the long haul, right? We'll take it on the chin, especially right now when people can't afford things. If you're not lowering your prices on stuff right now, I think you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities, whether it's market share, whether it's footprint, whatever you're going to miss out on a lot of deals if you're not lowering your prices right now. So that's just another little gold nugget that I wanted to throw in there. And give something. Don't you want them to call you in 6 months when they want windows? Don't you want them to recommend you to their neighbors, their friends, their families? Don't you want them to give you, because what's more valuable to us entrepreneurs? A lead that I don't have to pay for? A review that I don't have to beg somebody? Right? Or a repeat client? What sounds more valuable to me than making an extra 25, 30 grand on a roof today? Or providing so much value that they actually think. We had a client last week, no shit, felt bad at the price we were giving them and the things that we were giving them, the upgrades, the free upgrades that we gave them, right? 5 to 6 inch gutters, no upcharge, right? Why? We reviewed it. I hope Ben, with this true story, the way that the size of this roof, and it was a hip roof, there was no way that 5 inch gutters was going to carry all that water around that entire house where it needed to drain safely, not in their home and not in the neighbor's home, because sometimes that can be tricky. But being the professionals that we are, having the experience that we have, we know where to place downspouts. I know that sounds trivial. I know that sounds, well, maybe it sounds obvious, but maybe no one's really thought about that before, right? Through our experiences, we know that we got to strategically place downspouts in certain areas, right? And we also think later, long-term, right? We don't want water dumping right in somebody's driveway, especially if they experience or if they live in a colder climate like we do, right? It's going to freeze in the wintertime in their driveway. It's going to freeze on their sidewalk. Or let's just say you don't live in a colder climate, but it rains like an SOB like it does here lately. We don't want the neighbors to flood out because of all that water. But long story short, sorry, got off on a tangent there a little bit. My point is that we're like, you know what, just give them, they're good people. They'll refer us, right? They'll probably give us a review. Let's just give them a free upgrade to 6 inch gutters because we know it's the right thing to do. Not just because of those other first things that I mentioned, but it was the right thing to do. It was no sleazeball tactic. It was already after the fact that we got the deposit, we started the job. At the last minute, we gave one more thing. Upgrade, free upgrade, 6 inch gutters, right? I mean, what was wrong with that? Didn't kill me. We didn't go out of business.
It's based on our core values.
It's based on our core values. Exactly. I almost put them in here too. So, right, getting back to the call of action, right? I talked about don't wait until your ceiling's leaking or your insurance company denies your claim. Give us a call today, right? Why does this work? It's low pressure. It's pretty much what I've been talking about this whole entire time, right? Low pressure, right? Low pressure, action driven, but makes the risk of waiting very real, right? Can't wait. Promotions can help with that. Right now, running a promotion, 4th of July promotion. Again, free gutters, 4th of July. God bless America. Free gutters on your home, right? Why not? Run a special. Give something. Give something to your neighbors, right? Give them, just because you got a roof. We all know, anybody who's been in the roofing industry long enough that a gutter system is just as important and a part of the roofing system. It all helps carry the water away. It's called water. Jacob used to have a real good. It's water remediation. No, water management. shit, I wish he was here right now. My son Jacob, he used to do gutters for us, but it controls all the water coming off your house. It doesn't go into your home, into your basement, wash out your flower beds, or into the neighbor's house, or freeze over your driveway or your sidewalks or your back patio and all those things, right? Basically carries every drop of water that comes off your roof. Why wouldn't it be a part of it? It's just as important to me as drip edge, ice and water, felt paper, nails, the nails. You wouldn't install a roof without nails, would you? I mean, I don't know if you could, but I'm sure somebody's tried, right? Or using the wrong nail or the wrong ventilation. Shit, that's a whole other topic. We can talk about ventilation maybe next week. Like, seriously, I got some good clips on that shit. Anyhow, so call of action, right? Oh, okay. So let me take a drink here real quick.
You got another question? When we pop it up?
Oh, yeah, pop it up. Shoo-wee. I had a company reach out yesterday, say that they were looking to hire, but they're so busy that they can't take the time to train, hire someone, but they need it for growth. And it seems like they're stuck. Thoughts on that? Man, you got to make time. You got to make time. I mean, ride-alongs don't take much time, right? Get up earlier, stay later. I think training, hiring, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to, book things out with homeowners. You are going to probably lose quite a bit, because we were in a position like that too, where like we'd get a call. Okay. And we would literally have to schedule appointments out 3 weeks. 50% of them we were losing because other contractors weren't as busy as we were for one reason or another. But got out there, and most people are getting 2 to 3 quotes. I've even had homeowners get up to 6 quotes. But if they know you're good, they'll wait. And they hear that. Some people understand, like, oh, wow, they're really busy, right? Especially if they haven't ever heard of you before, but maybe they were referred, but don't know a whole lot about you. And they call you up and you say, unfortunately, I can't get anybody out there to look at your home for about 3-4 weeks. Wow. Okay. Now, sometimes you need to explain yourself too. Like, once we do get somebody out there, the process tends to move a lot quicker. You're not going to have to wait 6 months to get the roof put on your house, but it also depends upon the situation. If it's an emergency repair, we handle it probably different than most people. We have 24 hours to get out there and take care of that, unless it's something that we need to do like right now. But if we get a call for a repair, doesn't matter. All hands on deck. Whenever we get storms come rolling through, it's all hands on deck. And there's nothing better than real world hands-on experience. So grab your new guys up, go out, have them help tarp off roofs, right? Because we've had production shortages, manpower shortages. We've had salespeople. I mean, we've had it all. That's probably a good problem to have. And that's a good problem to try to create, is that you can't get there soon enough because you're lacking manpower. That's a good problem to have. So I wouldn't stress over that too much. If that is you, Dennis, and I wouldn't let it, if you're a consumer, I wouldn't let it put a bad taste in your mouth. If you called a company and they said they couldn't get out there for a while, that probably says a lot about them and their reputation and the quality of work and products that they use. So, yeah. So thank you again for that was a freaking great question. So last but not least, the cover letter. Okay. Cover letter. Think of it as the cherry on top. This is where you kind of just wrap a nice, neat little bow over the first 6 steps that we described. Okay. A well-crafted cover letter can tie all the channels together and create a lasting impression, right? And what does that sound like? How do we do that here at ABC Roofing or Cobb-Backer? It says, your home is your biggest investment. I already talked about that. And your roof is what protects everything under it, right? And I've already talked about a lot of this. Whether you've got storm damage, an aging roof, or just want peace of mind, right? That's why we're here at the end of the day. We're just trying to provide that peace of mind with a solid roof. We're here to help. At Cobb-Backer, we treat your home like it's our own. And that's exactly how our team represents ourselves on every single job. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how small it is. I don't care if it's a repair. We treat it as if we were repairing our mother's home, our home, your mother's home, your grandmother's home, your daughter's home, your father, your aunts, your uncles, your neighbors. We will treat it like it's our own home, right? So that's how you kind of tie that all up. Your home is your biggest investment, right? And why does that work? I know my home's my biggest investment, right? Why does that work for me, right? Because it's emotional, right? I can connect to that. It's relatable, right? And it ties the whole message together. The first 6 steps to this, it ties it all together, right? So be genuine, be authentic, right? And to kind of like wrap this whole thing up, like, listen, if you're a contractor out there struggling or if you're thriving, doesn't matter. You want to learn more about this stuff, follow us, like our stuff, share our stuff out there, ask more questions like Dennis is out there asking us questions right now. We're here every single week. Lately, it's been 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday afternoon. Sometimes we got to switch up, but Vic does an amazing job on letting everybody know. But now we got our TC Backer YouTube page up. I'll throw that out there. You can find us on YouTube, Beyond Tool Belt, Facebook, Beyond Tool Belt page, TC Backer, Beyond Tool Belt on TC Backer right now, and my personal, Cobb-Backer, my personal Facebook page. Any questions, hit me up in my inbox. And I'm going to go ahead and plug this one more time. If you're a homeowner, right? If you're a homeowner, the roof is old, it's leaking, or it's damaged, don't wait for things to get worse. Give us a call. Free, no pressure, no obligation, roof inspection at TC Backer Construction. We have helped thousands, right? Thousands of homeowners protect their homes with quality roofing, financing options, and a team they can trust. Want to take it to the next step? Please visit our website or give us a shout. 717-650-2197. No pressure, just answers. Remember, a solid roof isn't just shingles. It's about a peace of mind. You guys enjoy your warm Wednesday. Till next week, take care of each other. Thank you for watching.